What is up, guys? It is RedFlex95 here with one last video for the day, unless if I decide to do one more video after that, but I doubt it. In this episode, we are going to be continuing forward through the zoo, and this might be the video that finishes off this area, so that'd be kind of neat, but anyway, let's press forward. Got a brand new bow, and I defeated some enemies, got some quartz, and a bunch of other cool shit. Be ready, because there's wolves again and the polar bear thing. Oh, you can dodge my attacks, but you can't. I can't dodge yours. Okay. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. You're gonna back up. You're gonna back up. You're gonna back up. I'm what? Hold up. Did this weapon just become my least favorite weapon in the game? Nah. I'm going crazy. Moving on. Yeah, okay, so each arrow does low damage, but it stacks up. Like, one hammer hit is gonna do 10 times more damage, but at this rate, like, you can very easily just shoot them with range and not worry about getting into the fray. Just these dog enemies suck. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, cool. Cool story. Very much enjoyed that. I don't have time. There's no way. There's no way for me to beat this bear. Just burn. Hey, you don't need to... Okay. Look. Look. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think it's fair for you to have the ability to basically stay on my ass the whole fucking time. I'm not gonna apologize for these actions now. I am done playing around. Fuck the dog enemies. Fuck the artificial bullshit that always hits these DLC like a truck. Like, why the fuck was that thing able to stay toe-to-toe with me and constantly deal damage to me? Why couldn't I have a minute to heal? Why couldn't I do more than 10 points of damage? Yeah, I know the arrow kind of sucks in damage, but I think it's a good weapon. I think it's pretty underrated. I like the weapon. Forgive me. Forgive me for liking a good weapon and fully upgrading it because I enjoy it that much. But if the enemies in this game are gonna just be ravenous little shits like this, I'm gonna fucking have a moment where I'm gonna be yelling at the top of my lungs, which I'm not really doing that right now, thankfully, but still. Stop doing this bullshit with the games. God, why am I sounding so stupid? Stop doing this nonsense with these games. I want fair challenge, but I don't want stupid shit like this. Just annoying, narcissistic little fuck waffles. I don't know what I meant by that. That have to just constantly ankle bite you to death. That's all they are. It's just ankle biting. Leave me alone for a second so I can get ready. Alright, I'm ready for fighting. Alright, well, we'll save the bow for down the road. I'm not, like... For these larger enemies, it's useless. It's good for smaller enemies. That's why I upgraded it, but we'll have the option, or not the option, but the ability to gain way more better stuff throughout this playthrough, so don't worry. We're not out of the... we're not in danger. Winter Sheep Amulet, or Winter Sleep Amulet. So that one, I remember what it does. It increases your resistance to freeze. I'll be blunt, don't equip it. It's just not useful. It really isn't. It's kind of mediocre. There's only a few types of enemies in this whole game that deal freeze, and none of them are, outside of maybe one exception. God damn it. Is the regular grunts in this game also going to be freaking demanding too? Okay. I thought I was over this, but now I have to get back thrown in against the freaking wall, yo. I can't even make sense anymore. That's how freaking pissed off I am. Christ. Nice. Okay, that made up for it. Moving on. If you don't know what just happened, that enemy threw a poison blob at us, and the zombie that we were fighting a second ago blocked it with their fat head. So I used the shield as a body as a shield, basically. Alright, that made up for it. I'm not apologizing for my outburst earlier. I'm just done apologizing for stuff that I frankly should get better control of myself. That's on me, but yeah, moving on. Okay, so I do believe we have a alpha or an elite enemy down there, so I want to grind this up, and then we're kind of shit out of luck when it comes to our items, so it's gonna be kind of a uphill climb from here, but we can grab this, which kind of sucks. Yeah, it's another gorilla. It's hard to tell because it kind of just uses the same body design as the baboon enemies, but it's gorgeous. No, it's just a gigantic baboon enemy. All right, I'm going. If I could not sound squeaky and like I'm constipated and or horny, but moving on. Okay. I get to say that once in a while. I don't think I've ever said that word on a YouTube channel actually. Slamma jamma. Damn it! Why did it stall? I'm under pressure. I'm fine. I'm fine. Ancient disc. That's an item we're going to be kind of touching on a little bit later. We don't have any use for it quite yet, but we will. We will. There's about, I think, 4 of them per playthrough, so use them sparingly once we get that ability unlocked. Hi, dog enemy that I hate. How you doing? How you doing? Strafing my fucking attack and blocking... guy blocking me in so I can't do anything. Or blocking me in, not strafing me. I don't know. But that was kind of a weird AI thing right there. That was kind of neat, actually. Dangerous and made me a little angry, but at the same time, hey, wasn't the worst strategy, actually. That's nuts. So nothing else for us to do in that birdcage area. Oh, I definitely missed this. Dimmer go chunk. Yeah, that's definitely something I missed. I don't think enemies drop ergo. This area is nice. It reminds me, well, it sucks. Everything is basically half dead or dying, but dead or dying. Sorry. It reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I guess it's just because there's that one infamous episode where it was kind of like 4 short stories in one episode. One of them honoring the passing of an actor that played Uncle Iroh and Aku from Samurai Jack. I'm sorry, I forget his name. It's like Maku or something like that, or Makyu. I apologize for butchering that name. He was a great voice actor through my childhood, so it's Meet the kangaroo. These guys kind of suck, but they're really weak. They don't they don't have a lot of HP, but they are fast. However, eventually we'll be fighting an upgraded version of them. They're kind of uncommon. There's the upgraded version right there. These things are based on the red kangaroo. If you don't know, the red kangaroo is the largest living species of the kangaroo family to date, and are fucking massive. They look like something fucking ate a bodybuilder, and there you go. It's like a rat and a bodybuilder had a baby and made a kangaroo. I'm sorry for that image in your head. Fuck, I'm out of... Let it get close, and then... I just had to pot shot it. I can't risk it. There we go. Whacked it in the chin. Kangaroos are probably one of, if not the most dangerous wild animal to exist outside of hippos, because they can be very unpredictable and aggressive towards humans. At least the really large ones. I'm not sure about the smaller ones, but trust me, do be careful and avoid the freaking wildlife. Just a heads up, I guess, also, if you live in Australia, which I believe is where they live. If they don't live in Australia, then maybe Africa.
No doubt about it.
I don't know where they live.
This is definitely Krot Zoo. I'd stake my life on it. If, you know, I was alive, anyway. This doesn't make sense. Krot Zoo burned down after the frenzy began. But this place looks fine. Well, aside from all the corpses. How is this still standing?
If you live in... it's Australia, because I'm pretty sure that's where they're from, but if they're not, my bad. But yeah, if you see a kangaroo, like, standing in the middle of a lake or river, don't go in the river. They'll drown you. At least it's been documented once. I don't really know how often it happens, but... temporarily increase max HP, stamina, legion. It's not good, but it's better than not. That is another elephant. I'm going back to the hotel and getting myself very rightfully prepared. Before that, we have enough to do nothing with. Okay. Back to Hotel Krot temporarily to get my Fable up, because that's a tougher enemy. I believe this is one of the exception enemies that I made for ones that could deal frost. It's an elite version of the elephant that we've fought already. Go forward. Just so we have 2 of these, 5 of these. Okay. Question is, since I've activated the DLC... No, I cannot. Okay. Kind of spoiled something, but we'll touch on that later. I'm not going to get into it at the moment. Back to the jungle walkway. So, there isn't... I don't think there's no other encounter for the kangaroo enemies for a while. I believe there's one more later, but for the most part, there's only a handful of them. They're kind of just situated in the jungle. I quickly just... nah, I don't want to risk it. We have 10,000. Man. Okay. We have no choice. We gotta press on. We can't dilly-dally. I'm going to imbue with fire, and I'm going to go in with a slamma-jamma. If the game allows me. Slamma-jamma. Hey, when I said slam a jam, I wasn't talking about you to me. Frozen too. Oh god. Oh no, 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 no. This is bad. I don't have time to put an ampule on. Can you please back away? If I go any further, I'll trigger that kangaroo boss. Not boss, but enemy. What? So it's like a chimera of like a ton of different animals. What? That's insane! Oh my god, what? Why did it run out now? No! No! Oh, I see its head's a crocodile. Genius Legion Plug. Okay. I still don't understand the block mechanic in this game, clearly. Guys, I tried. I just don't understand why I can't get a hang of it. I'm gonna have a hard time with Expedition 33, I know it. I feel it. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure we can unlock a new Legion arm with that, and I'm trying to think which one I want to get. There's two new ones. I feel really pissed off at myself for not understanding this mechanic. But we killed it. It's dead. We don't have to worry about that boy anymore, but still. Yeah, so we got two more we can craft. We have Icarus. A Legion arm that launches blades using powerful rotational power. Launched blades return after they slice the enemy. Cataclysm. A Legion arm that sources power that stores energy into a shotgun shells. Charging will increase its power. The shells have been charged once. Charging will increase the power, and shells that have been charged once will be unloaded after a short period of time. Excuse my breathing difficulties. I don't know. Cataclysm is considered to be one of the best Legion arms in the game. However, since it scales with motivity, I think that kind of makes it so we're not going to be using it. So as such, I'm just going to read you its upgrades. We have Cataclysm, as we just read. Increases damage inflicted on an attacking enemy. So it's like if an enemy is about to attack, it deals extra damage to it. This is a really good ability. Charge dodge. Enables dodging while charging. Really good. Perfect reload. Fire at the perfect moment while charging to shoot an even more powerful shotgun shell. Amazing. I'm going to be going with Icarus, though. As good as Cataclysm is, with my build in general, I think Icarus is better. In my opinion, this is a really fucking good attack. I'm going to modify it. Our first upgrade is Strengthened Blade. Retrieving the blade temporarily enhances the next blade launched. The number of blades in the magazine will increase to 2. Launch 2 blades simultaneously by charging. The number of blades in the magazine increased to 3. And we'll save that one for later. And by later, I mean right now, because I'm going to be going to the tree and reallocating all of my Legion plugs on one of my abilities, because I want to use this right away. As good as our puppet string is, and as good as it will be in the future of the Let's Play, I would rather have Icarus on for basically the rest of this series, because it is that powerful. Reset Legion Arm. I'm going to be taking from Flameberg. Yes. Rotate Throw. While preparing to fire, use Fable slots by pressing the Fable button to launch all blades simultaneously. The number of blades in the magazine increased to 4. Switch. We're going. You son of a... Why do you have to be so awesomely heavy? It's kind of like a cool green color. It looks nice. It's not my favorite color of a Legion arm, but I'll take it. Level up. I'm definitely leveling up because we can increase it. Yeah. Capacity. Are you serious? So what? What am I gonna have to do? You know what? Fuck it. Our roll is a bit slower now, but at the same time, I'm not gonna take away anything I have equipped. Now, those puppets are fun to test on and are great for timing purposes, but there's no better test subject than the kangaroo we fought moments ago back at the jungle zone. We're already at time to end the video too, by the way. Yeah, 23 minutes. I recorded a lot today. I'm not really mad with that. I think we're pretty much good to wrap up for the day, and tomorrow I'll have plenty of videos for y'all. Come on. I used the wrong attack. Fuck. I used the wrong attack. Fuck. Whoops. Guys, give me a minute. I need a breather, okay? So by holding on, you can basically just keep charging your blades. And by holding triangle when it's charging, you charge all 4 at the same time. And it kind of goes into a elliptical shape. I don't know what to call that. So I would argue this is better for like a mixed build, because that way you could get both the scaling. So the scaling can work properly, but it's still pretty solid, regardless. You sack of fucking fat. I'm going to come over there and shove my hammer so far up your dang ass, it's gonna basically be your teeth. I'm not going to do that. We're good. We tested the weapon. I could just quickly grab my, what, 5 ergo? 300, but doesn't matter. Well, guys, with my last bout of anger for the day, and you guys probably not wanting to watch any more of my videos in the future, don't get me wrong, look, I fully understand. I will see you guys in tomorrow's videos. Although, I am thinking about this. I'm going to be recording a lot this week. I think tomorrow might just be playing some Expedition 33 and not making any videos. That way we don't burn myself out, okay? I think that's going to be the better option. Balance screen. Nice. I quickly want to check something real fast. Back at the Stargazer. Wrong one. Switch Legion on. So this does 215 plus 90. This does not as much. I'll stick with this for a while. That was just a bad showing of that item. Regardless, we tested out the new Legion arms on an enemy that, quite frankly, sucks. I think that that kangaroo is definitely on crack or something, man. Welcome to this city. Well, we are in a city. Okay, that works. Okay. I'm kind of just wasting time. Thanks so much for watching these videos today, y'all, or just in general. Hope you enjoyed it, and I promise, starting tomorrow, I'll kind of start cooling it off more. I gotta really start doing that. I said that earlier in this recording session, but I gotta hold myself to it. Anyway, with that, I will see you guys next week. Not next week, soon. See you guys.